Hello all, welcome to my channel. Myself Sharad. Let's start. Today we are discussing about if statement in VBA. As we all know, in the sequential program, the codes are executed line by line, where in some cases we need few lines of code to be skipped or few lines of code specifically to be executed based on some conditions. Their conditional statements are best suited for that. If is one of the conditional statement. If is the one of the conditional statement, it will check the condition and it executes intended lines of code, or it can skip intended lines of codes. So we'll discuss with VBA how it can be structured, how we can write if statements. Let us describe one example. Say example, we can consider oximeter reading. So based on the oximeter reading, we have to say oxygen level is normal or lower than the required, or is it a device error? So this can be done like example, if oxygen saturation level is lesser than 96, this is just an example. 96, it is lesser than 90. If it is lesser than 96, we'll call it as a lower oxygen level. If it is in between 96 to 99, let's call it as a normal. And if it is more than 99, like 100, 110, something like that, then we'll call it as a device error. Let's do it with the VBA. Start with a sub, and the name of my sub is test, and I'm declaring a variable to store oxygen saturation level, OSL, yes, integer. Then I'm loading the value for the oxygen saturation level. Let's take 98. Then we have to check the condition, like if oxygen saturation level is lesser than 96, then I have to print. So how can I print? With the help of debug print. This is an instruction to print the content in the immediate window. Let's give some space. This is just a visual effect. Even if it is not give a space, it's okay. There is no error in that. So if here it is checking the condition. If the oxygen saturation level is lesser than 96, then it will print lower oxygen level. Let's try this. So we have to end the if. We have to end the if statement, and if should be capital I. It is not printing anything because we have done told what should be printed or what should be done if this condition is false. Let's give lesser than 96, say 92. So it is checking the condition here, and this condition is true, and it is executing this line of code. It is not necessary it should be a one line, it can be a set of lines. So let's instruct what should be done if this condition is false. Else I'm saying if it is greater than 96, or if it is equal or greater than 96, it should be normal. So if this condition will be false only if it is the value is greater than 96. Let's check this. So this is 92. Let us give 97. It is printing as a normal. Let's see how the line by line execution will happen. Start with sub then it will load the variable with the value 97, then it will here the check the condition, if is it a 97 is lesser than 96, it is false here, so it will skip the next lines of codes. Here it is only one set of lines, one only the one line, and it will skip this line and it will go to else. Since it is a false, default whatever we mentioned under the else will be printed. Here it will print normal. That's it. But this is not what we want. We need one more instruction. So it has to be like if it is more than 99. So it has to print it is a device error. So how we can do that? Using help of else if. If you want to check multiple conditions, then else if can be used. So if one condition is failed, then it will take one more condition. If it is fails, then it will take one more condition. Like how much condition we want, we can implement with help of else if. Here, if oxygen saturation level, sorry, oxygen saturation level is greater than 99, then so I'm telling it as a device error. Let's check this. It's a normal. Let's give a values, all the values, say 90. So it is a lower oxygen level. Let's give 96. It is normal. Let's give 99. It's normal. Let's give 110. It's a device error. So basically it's working. So with help of if, else if, and else, we can get the desired output. This is about the else, if else, sorry, else if and if statement. There is a one more instruction in VBA called if IIf. Yes, you heard it right. It is IIf. Let us see the explanation. If this expression, whatever we mention here, the expression, if it is true, it will execute this part. If it is a false, it will execute this part. It is only check one condition. The limitations of IIF statement is it will check only for the one condition, and if it is true, it will do this action, whatever we mentioned. If it is a print, add, or whatever, even we can call it a function from there, it will do it. But in the if statement, in the normal IF statement, we can using else if and all, we can apply multiple expression, in the sense multiple checks. Let's do one example. If oxygen saturation level is greater than 99, then we have to say device error. If it is not true, then input is correct. This is just for example sake. Then what I have to do, I have to print this debug print. So double quote, I missed it. Debug print. Okay, now it should work. Yeah, it is a device error. Let's, since it is condition is true, that's why it is printing this first element. let us give lesser than 99, 94, and it's false. That's why it is taking this statement and printing in the immediate window. This is how the IIF statements work. That's it for today. Thank you.